Hello everybody, it's EzraTime again here, and welcome back to another anime review. And today we're gonna be reviewing an anime called Summertimerendering. And I know that this anime released on like I think on the April, right? April 2022. But I didn't actually get a chance to watch this anime until like today. Like wasn't get a chance, but like I just didn't actually um really interested on watching it, because I don't think I don't know what the anime is all about, until recently I see the reviews, the rating, and it was really highly rated, and people have some great stuff to say about it, so I decided to just give it a watch, because I was bored anyway, so I have to find some show to watch, so I can, like, I don't know, make a video to review them at some point, right? But also like enjoying the show. And yeah, there is like 23 episodes that have been released, and I think there is like two more episodes until like the two I guess two final episodes, you could say that, before the story ended, so I think we're gonna go to usual stuff. We're gonna go to the positive part about this anime, and then maybe I'll say some negative stuff about this anime. But yeah, so let's just start anyway. So Summertime Rendering is about a young boy, obviously, named Shinpei Ajiro, where he came home to the island that he grew up with, where he grew up with the Kofune sister, which is Ushio and Mio. And where he when he became adulthood, Shinpei decided to choose to live in Tokyo. But after, like, I think after like 2 years or something like that, he decided to go back to the island because he found out that Ushio has passed away, and that's the reason why he came back, and then to give his condolences, right? And at first it was just just like at a funeral and all that kind of stuff. However, this is a really, I would say this is like a really good mystery and suspense and supernatural anime, in my opinion, and kind of like a shonen anime as well, right? But I would say that the first few episodes of this anime, or I guess the first part of this anime, which is the first 12 part of this anime, 12 episodes, it felt just like a suspenseful anime or like a mystery thriller type of anime, because at the beginning you have no idea what the hell is happening, and then I don't think this is this is a spoiler because it's happened in the very first episodes. That's basically become the big premise of the show, that basically Shinpei, like, he found out something weird about the island, and then he died in the first episodes. However, he came back. He came back through time, and then, like, realized that, oh, he's repeating the same day again, and then he realized that, and this anime, the concept of the time repeat and all that kind of stuff, really remind me of Higurashi, or like When They Cry, the first two seasons of Higurashi, which is a great anime. I might review them in the future because I love that two anime so much. But yeah, the concept is the same like Higurashi, like the character died and then they came back, and then obviously that's where they start to unravel the mystery of this mysterious the mysterious stuff happening on the island, and then that's how the Shinpei journey start. And however, if he dies every single time, then the time always move forward no matter what, and I feel like it's a really great idea to do that, because usually, sure, like when you do like a time repeat stuff like that, it could be bored sometimes. It could be like poorly executed, but Summertime Rendering execute this elements really well done, and all that thanks to the handling of Shinpei character, because Shinpei is like a smart character. Like, he's not, sure, maybe he's not super smart, but he actually immediately realized about what the hell is happening. Like, it doesn't take him like 2 or 3 loops to, like, remember that, and then I think that's the difference between Higurashi and this anime, because in Higurashi, that Keiichi, I think that's the main character's name, doesn't have any memories about the previous timeline, but we as the audience do remember that, because, like, and the show doesn't exactly tell you that, it's just like, here's what happens, and then, like, here's your interpretation, and they give you the answer. But this anime is like, yeah, it's a time repeat, and then Shinpei immediately realized that, and I think that's great. He has a memory from the previous loop, which is, I think, is a great addition in my opinion. And obviously, as the story moves forward, we unravel something about the island and all that kind of stuff. Unravel some mystery about what's actually happening on the island. Much more mystery to unravel. You think you got it done, but you don't. There is some other stuff as well that you wanted to discover, or like discover by the other characters, And obviously, we're gonna talk about the best character in the show, which is Ushio herself. Which is, yeah, she died, right? But she came back. She came back from the death, and and then she basically become this power. has this power, and you know what, I'm just gonna spoil whatever, man. So basically there is this being in this island that called Shadow, and then basically kind of like copy people around and all that kind of stuff. And this is basically the basic premise. I know that people probably don't want to be spoiled by that, but trust me, that's just the basic premise. You kind of find it out in the first few episodes, and then there is more mystery unravels as the story goes on. It wasn't just like that, So like I was gonna say, yes, there is a mysterious being called Shadow that basically copy people around. That you basically see like your own doppelganger, and then that's how Ushio returned. That basically it's not the original Ushio, but it's actually the Shadow version of her. And then but she lost her memory, and then eventually she regained them, and then she has the power because like her hair was so sharp and it cut everything, and it was like an amazing power. And I like Ushio so much because like I thought the show is gonna be like 100% serious the entire time, but the moment Ushio just like came aboard, it becomes like a funny show, and I love it so much, I love Ushio character so much because like she was like serious but also like badass but also funny, at the same time, kind of like Chisato from Licorice Recall, where she's funny but also badass, and I think that element really elevates the show a lot, because if this show was like 100% serious, then maybe it's still gonna be good. But I feel like because it doesn't like it was serious for the most part, but there is some like comedic element to it, like some funny moments by Ushio character. That was great, I think it adds like like a relieving moments, for the characters and all that kind of stuff before crazy shit happen again in the future episodes, and yeah, and I think that's why this anime is like great because the time element stuff, like the character actually has some memory of that, and then yeah, he remembers and then he tries to piece everything together, and then obviously the show just keep introducing something new as things going on, because like Shadows, sure, but you got that reveal on the first few episodes, I think, and then but this is about it, like there is much more mystery about the Shadow that is yet to be revealed, which I'm not gonna spoil it because again I want you guys to watch the anime yourself. It's 23 episodes so far, but I think it's manageable in my opinion. And yeah, there is some great action sequences in this anime as well, and I think when Ushio just like kicking ass, with this character named Hizuru, right? Hizuru basically like she is a badass character, because I feel like Hizuru and Ryunosuke was a badass character, Basically, she used a shotgun, and then she just like so badass, And there is another mystery to her character as well, why she is a badass and all that kind of stuff, And it's like yeah, it makes sense so much, and it does really adds to the action of the anime as well, because she's such a badass character that you just want her to protect everybody, and that's what she's doing. Like she's protecting everybody in the island, or like the main characters, I guess you could say that. And it's another thing that I love about this anime. It wasn't just like a one-person journey. It's actually another like a whole group of people that actually experience this together, and then they kind of remember what's happening in a past life, and then they try to stop it together. And I really love that, because I really love it when the like a horror suspense anime has like a bunch of people just teaming up to survive together. I think that's great. And this anime has that a lot, and it was like a 10 out of 10 on that element. And Higurashi is different because I know I keep comparing it to that anime because again there's some similar elements to that. Higurashi is different because like you don't really get it until like later on in season 2, and for the most part they don't remember what's happening in the last loop, like the last memory. This one they all remember, and it was like great. It's easy, and it's just like yeah, it's really fun to watch all these characters just trying to survive, and try to like find out some answer about like what the hell is going on the island, why all of this stuff is still happening, or like why is this is still happening, right? And it's like yeah, and on top of that you get like great action, great characters, especially Ushio. Like she was so funny and so badass, and it's great. I think the animation as well is so great, and I feel like every single character also has their own backstory, which again I think it really adds to the chemistry between the characters, because they all connected in some way, but also like different in some way, that you can actually relate to them, or at least understand their motive enough, and that's why you kind of like care for the character. You want all of them to live basically, and then when an anime actually managed to make you feel for the characters and then make you feel want to root for the character to all of them for survive, then you know that the anime did a great job. And yes, this anime did a great job on that, and it was great, and I guess the negative part, I have no idea. I don't exactly have a negative part. I'm being honest here. I think people might post some negative stuff about this anime, which is totally fine. But in my opinion, I think this is like a great anime. If I have to rate, then I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. It's such an amazing anime, because like at first you thought you know where the story is going, like I mentioned, like you find out about the shadow and then you think that's it, but no, there is more mystery to that. Which again, I'm not gonna spoil it, but there is more to that, and then it keep adding and adding and adding. Even I think that in the final episodes, there is still more mystery to come, and there is still more mystery to unravel, I think. And that's what keep things great, it keeps things fresh, it has multiple characters that are actually working together, and but they also have their own backstory on why they did what they did, and it makes sense and it makes you care for them. And I think that's why I think it's a great anime. And of course, you have some great action as well, and it was like wow. But yeah, I think Shinpei, Ushio, and then Hizuru or like Yunosuke was like my favorite character. Like those three, it's so great, because I think the other one is also great, but I feel like these three obviously stand out. I think Ushio, especially Ushio, like just like really stand out as the character, because he has so much persona, I guess, on the characters, and then really just colorful and then like really badass at the same time, and just really helping everybody, and it's great. Um, but yeah, I guess that's my review, guys. And again, if you guys haven't watched Summertime Rendering, then please go watch it. I know I have some minor spoiler, but it's just really minor. There's some more to unravel in the anime. Trust me. You think you know where the story is going, but you don't. There's gonna be some big surprises later on. There's gonna be some exciting stuff. Especially in the second half of the anime because it has 25 episodes. So like episode 13 to like until the recent episode was like super fun and super suspenseful as well, and it's great, and has some great action, so why not give it a watch, because I think it's manageable. It's only like 25 episodes, I mean the last two episodes is still yet to air, but it's gonna be ending on 2 weeks. So I think after that I'm gonna make some another video about Summertime Rendering talking about the ending, how I feel about the ending itself, because I already read the manga, so I know how everything will end, but of course I'm not gonna spoil it, don't worry. If you guys haven't watched it, then please go watch it. I highly recommend you guys to go watch it. It's a fun anime. It started as like just like a simple mystery anime, but it became so much different as it went forward, and I meant that in a great way. So please give it a watch if you guys haven't watched it already. And for you guys who already watched the Summertime Rendering anime, then you guys can tell me in the comment section below, what do you guys think about this anime right here? Do you guys love it? Do you guys like it? What do you guys like about the anime? And then maybe you have some stuff that you don't like about the anime. You can feel free to share that in the comment section below. And who is your favorite character? Because mine is Ushio, obviously. So if you guys have any other favorite character, then you guys can feel free to tell me in the comment section below. Maybe you have your favorite moments in the anime. Who knows, right? Either way, that's it for today's review, guys. And again, if you guys enjoyed, then leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the videos, the usual stuff. And yeah, expect more reviews in the future. I don't know what this is gonna be, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you for everybody who's still supporting the channel. I really appreciate that, guys. I'm really hoping that this YouTube can become my career, but we'll see. I can only hoping at this point, right? But still, thank you for people still supporting the channel. I really appreciate that. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this anime review, and I will see you guys in the next one then. Bye.